So you guys have finished reading that chapter from A Man Who Was Ove and a House That Ove Built. And you're going to do a couple of different things while you are working on answering the questions. The first one that I want you to do is identify, let me get my cursor there, identify 3 words that are challenging. And maybe you know the definitions and maybe you don't. Maybe you think you know the definitions. So for me, the first word that I identified when reading through this with students was on the first page, 86, and it says enamor. So I'm going to write out that word. And then what I want you to do is, so step 1 is identify one of the 3 words. And then I want you to give your best guess on their meaning. So for enamor, if I look at the sentence, it says, and if there was anything the middle class was not enamored of, it was whatever stood in the way of progress. And so I'm trying to think about what the context clues can tell me what that word might mean. If there was anything this middle class was not enamored of, it was whatever students, I'm going to say a fan of, because if they are not enamored of it, maybe they are not a fan of it. And then the third thing that I'm going to do is look up the actual meaning of the word, which I did before. And I'm just going to put that right below the word in my definition. So the dictionary definition is to be filled with a feeling of loved for. And so finally, I'm going to look at my definition, the real definition. What is the meaning of the sentence? So what is the main idea of the sentence? If there was anything the middle class was not enamored of, it was whatever stood in the way of progress. Actually, I don't even need to know the definition of enamor to make sure that I get the main idea, which is that the middle class did not like things that were traditional or stopped progress. That says the meaning of the sentence, and that's what's really important when we come across a sentence with a word that we don't know, is can we still figure out what's going on and what the meaning of is in the whole context of the paragraph or the story. So you're going to do this same thing for 3 words. Identify it, give your best guess to the meaning, look up the real meaning, and then tell me what that sentence means. 3 words.